Timeshares. What the fuck were those things even? A goddamn scam. A relic of the 90s, like Zubaz pants and dial-up internet. Now it's all Airbnb. This Airbnb, that. Oh, so you want to stay in some stranger's house? No, I'm not staying in some rando's house. Are you kidding me? I'm going to pay some dude to watch me sleep. Probably got cameras in the damn smoke detectors taping my every move. Oh, but it's cheaper. Yeah, well, so is sleeping in a goddamn alley. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Give me a shitty motel any day. At least they're upfront about the grind. Unlike these Airbnb hosts with their passive-aggressive notes everywhere. Don't use this. Don't touch that. The dog will hump your leg at 6 a.m. He's just friendly. Friendly my ass. The dog probably got more sense of personal space than the host. And the forms. Jesus Christ, the forms. It's like applying for a goddamn mortgage just to spend a weekend dodging hidden cameras and eating expired condiments. Oh, but hotels are so impersonal. Impersonal? You know what's really impersonal? Finding someone else's family photos staring at you while you're trying to take a dump. And let me tell you, it's like a family is not staring at you. I did the Airbnb thing once during the Panini, thought I was going to be all fancy. Get a house with a goddamn basketball court and a pool. But of course the gig got canceled. And guess what? No full refund. You try getting your money back from Martha, she'll tell you to go pound sand. That's why I hate corporations, but at least they'll give you a goddamn refund. I mean, hotels are set up, they understand, they're built for it, it's a transaction, not a creepy voyeuristic invasion of a stranger's life. I will say though, I ate a lot of people's food in Airbnbs. They leave it out like, oh, he won't eat this. And I'm over there just gobbling it all up. But you know what really makes me laugh? When you get to a comedy condo and can guess where the last comic was from, based on the crap in the fridge. Almond milk, LA, sardines, Canadian, and someone's always going to finish the dish. Like that guy Mark Norman, who'd sniff a bowl of borscht at the cellar and just start spooning it up. Mark Norman, man, that's the goddamn COVID vaccine. Right there, a little bit of everyone else's germs to build up your immunity. That's why he's still alive. All right, settle down. What the hell's with all the cheering? You think I enjoy this? You think I like standing up here sweating under these damn lights, trying to make sense of you morons? 3 years together, almost. Jesus Christ, what is this, amateur hour? You think you know someone after 3 years? Try 20, pal. Then you'll find out she's been secretly plotting your demise since date number 3, based solely on the true crime garbage she binges on Netflix every goddamn night. Seriously, it's a goddamn horror show in there, a goddamn catalog of human depravity, and then she's got the Great British Baking Show queued up next, like she's trying to decide whether to poison me with arsenic or buttercream frosting. What the hell is that? And you women don't even get me started. You're all obsessed with these serial killer documentaries, and then you wonder why guys are terrified of you. You think we don't notice? You watch some sicko stalk and murder a woman jogging in the park, then what do? You lace up your goddamn sneakers and go for a goddamn jog in the goddamn park. You're braver than us. You're insane. If a guy gets raped jogging, we're never leaving the goddamn couch again. No more treadmills. No more ellipticals. We're finding the safest god weight bench in the gym and hiding there for the rest of our lives. And don't even get me started on that headline. Jogger raped. Who the hell is jogging at night? Are you trying to get raped? If that ever happens to me, that headline better read, Schultz raped jogging in the park at night, was running as fast as humanly possible, probably set a new world record, damn it. Because trust me, I'd be hauling ass. Usain Bolt would be taking notes. And if some sick bastard got his hands on me, he'd better pray I don't get my hands on him first. Because some sick bastard is going to regret messing with a man who's had enough of all you crazy broads. All right, so Netflix, right? This was the goddamn pinnacle of entertainment, but all I see on my girls continue watching is like, Bungie, Dahmer, Gacy, it's a goddamn murderer's row, literally. Are you telling me that to unwind after a hard day of whatever the hell she does, she's diving headfirst into the sick, twisted minds of guys who make Jeffrey Epstein look like a goddamn choir boy? Cooking shows after that? Are you kidding me? So you can learn how to perfectly saute the kidneys you harvested from your victims, huh? And then these broads, these goddamn true crime junkies, they'll binge this stuff. The most depraved shit imaginable, and then what? They're completely unfazed. They don't change a goddamn thing. I'm telling you, my girl's watching some documentary about a rapist preying on female joggers at night. Horrifying, right? Tragic. But does she stop jogging in the goddamn park at night? No. She's out there practically waving a flag, daring some sicko to add her to his collection. They think they're invincible. The level of delusion is staggering. And guys, we're not like that, are we? You ever hear about some dude getting raped jogging in the park? You bet your ass he's investing in a goddamn treadmill. Or maybe moving to Antarctica. Cardio is officially canceled forever. Because what is this? It's like a challenge, is it? Jogger raped. What a fucked up headline. It's practically victim blaming, all right? You're just out there trying to get your steps in and suddenly you're a target. I'd be running so fast I'd achieve goddamn escape velocity. High knees, arm pumping. Looking like a goddamn Olympic sprinter fleeing from Satan himself. You think I wouldn't be giving it everything I got, huh? Try and write that headline about me. I dare you, because the real story would be Schultz outran a goddamn grizzly bear and a pack of wolves, all while dodging a goddamn serial rapist. Try to catch that on camera, and that is why I only run in my goddamn basement. All right, bikes, goddamn bikes. You know what pisses me off? It's not the bikes themselves, it's the stupid shit stuck in my head like a goddamn verbal diarrhea. I ain't got Tourette's though. I sometimes wish I did. Imagine just yelling cocksucker at a funeral, the looks you get. But no, my brain latches onto these random goddamn things like that show Scared Straight. You know the one? They throw these punk-ass kids, these little delinquents, into jail for a day, thinking it'll scare the piss out of them and they'll magically become model citizens. Yeah, right. But there's this one episode from '99, uncensored. Holy shit, they didn't send these little shits to some county jail. No, they sent them to a maximum security penitentiary filled with guys who probably eat nails for breakfast. And these inmates just verbally assault these kids. I'm talking screaming, cursing, threatening, and it's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen. And don't even try to feel bad for them. These aren't your average playground bullies. These kids are stabbing other kids, okay? They walk in there all cocky. What's up? This ain't shit. I run 6th grade. Then they meet Crazy Chris, scars all over his face. The screen even freezes and tells you he killed 6 people. A double life sentence. This dude's so bad, his reincarnated soul is doing time. And he gets right up in their faces. My name's Crazy Chris. And from now on, you'll see me in your nightmares. And these little pussies are shitting their pants. I'm 12, don't talk to me like that. Then he tells them he'll take a bite out of each of them if he ever sees them again. And they're ready to sign up for Sunday school right then and there. But then it gets better. Some other inmate comes up, grabs a kid, makes him hold his pocket, walk around holding his goddamn pocket. Are you kidding me? You know what that means in prison? He's basically saying, this kid's my bitch. And he's telling these middle schoolers he's going to make them suck his dick for breakfast. I hate breakfast. One of them yells, it's pure comedic gold. Then there's this other scene. This dude pulls a kid out of line. A little skinny kid with a bowl cut parted down the middle. The prisoner asks him why he's here. The kid says, stealing. And the prisoner goes, the fuck you took. And the kid with his goddamn bowl cut says, bikes, bikes. That's why I yell bikes all the time. I'll be driving with my wife, see a bike shop, and I just scream, and she's sick of it. She tells me, you get one, so I got to make it count. I pull over, roll down the window, wait for some unsuspecting sap to be checking out the bikes on the sidewalk, finding one he likes, and I yell, and when he turns around, confused and scared, I just add, stop selling drugs, and drive off. You know why? Because some people just need a little dose of prison reality to understand they can't get away with shit. All right, settle down, Vancouver. Jeez. Electric bikes, huh? That's what you got? We got bird scooters back in LA. Little pieces of shit they are, but at least there's something. And don't even get me started on the pandemic. Remember that? Everyone locked down, comedy clubs dead, and these mooks, these guys here, they're driving around in a freaking truck, doing shows in the worst parts of LA, saving comedy, right? And now look at them, huh? Look at them, selling merch, looking like a Prius mechanic fixing electric scooters. What the hell happened? You're fascinating, man, looking like me and Matt somehow fused into one guy, half Middle Eastern angst, half pasty white guilt. That's what you gotta look forward to at 36, folks, literally. And you, Mr. Egypt, talking about going back? You're scared of the place I want to go on vacation. What kind of backwards ass shit is that? My wife wants to check it out, learn about Arab culture, and you're telling me it's too dangerous? I saw The Mummy, what more do I need to know? But get this, women throwing panties at Matt, which I get, I mean, he's got that thing, right? But me, I get some 47-year-old dude who wants to meet Maz Jobrani through me. What the hell kind of pyramid scheme is this? And then they hit me with that my mom loves you line. I'm too old for sugar babies, I'm a super daddy, I guess. I'm looking into your future, kid. Enjoy your hair while you still got it. And then this dude with those boots claiming to be my dad. Nah, not buying it. You people working together? Conspiracy, I tell you. You know what it is? It's the white privilege to call for police, bro. I am stronger? What do you say, Bert? Let's have at it so that next time he gets what coming to him. Seriously, these days you can't even tell a damn joke anymore, right? You try to lighten the mood, a little marital fun, you know, keep them guessing in public, gotta spice things up. So the other day at the goddamn grocery store, I'm in the produce section, I yell honey, which by the way is code for hold on to your damn purse, things are about to get weird, and I hit her with honey. Will you grab her? Honey, I need a thin cucumber. And this lady, this absolute specimen of enlightened sensitivity, she's offended like I just disrespected the entire damn female gender. Excuse you, sir, that was inappropriate. Inappropriate? Are you kidding me? What's inappropriate is your assumption that I'm some kind of deviant. Lady, I'm happily married, barely, and all I'm trying to do is make a damn joke, but no, everyone's got to be so goddamn uptight these days, so offended by everything. So quick to jump to conclusions like I can't even make a goddamn cucumber joke without being branded a misogynist. And maybe you should get your mind out of the gutter. Maybe you just made my day even worse, you know? And just to clarify for all the triggered snowflakes out there, I'm married and we're Christians, so get your mind out of the damn toilet and stop overthinking everything before it ruins the entire goddamn day. You know what grinds my gears? Reality TV. For Burt, more like hurt brain. Seriously, some genius producer thought it was a brilliant idea to throw me, a goddamn human being, into a cage with a 9-foot grizzly. What the hell am I? A goddamn lab rat. Oh, but it's for entertainment. Entertainment for who? The bears? They're probably sitting there high-fiving each other saying, hey, let's get that idiot from TV and make him look like a fool. So there I am, on set, ready to face this hairy beast, and the trainer, and I use that term loosely because the guy looked like he'd been wrestling bears since kindergarten, hands me 5 marshmallows. Marshmallows. Are you kidding me? He says, just put it in your mouth, let him taste it, and he'll trust you. Trust? This is a bear, not a golden retriever, you moron. What am I, a Pez dispenser for grizzly bears now? And of course, the crew is all gung-ho about it, like it's the most normal thing in the world. This is how we do it. Out at Tulsa. This is how you get your ass eaten. So I did what they said, stuck the damn marshmallow in my mouth, walked in front of the bear like some kind of marshmallow-flavored prostitute, and bam! The beast went wild, a furry torpedo headed straight for my face. Tongue wrestling a bear? It was like making out with a goddamn garbage disposal. And you know what the trainer said after? Fantastic. He likes marshmallows. No shit, Sherlock. So now, armed with the earth-shattering knowledge that bears like marshmallows, I'm supposed to trick this furry hellspawn. Just say marshmallow and he'll give you space. Yeah, right. Like he's gonna respect my safe word when he thinks my ass is a walking candy store. So this is how it is now, huh? I come out here, try to entertain you simpletons, and some Aussie moron almost kills himself laughing at my goddamn jokes. A scar? Really? You get a scar from laughing? What, you made a papier-mâché? I once dated a broad, bless her heart if she even has one, who was afraid to eat pizza alone. Pizza, the single easiest food to consume without external assistance. She thought she'd choke on the cheese and pepperoni and croak right there in her pathetic apartment, needing someone there to pat her back and call. You know, I'm thinking maybe she should have, seeing how sharp some slices are cut lately. But no, it got better. This brain trust wanted to be a flight attendant. A flight attendant. And she asked me with a straight face, mind you, does the Concorde go the speed of sound or the speed of light? The speed of light. Lady, are you dating Superman or something? You think they're just blasting through space on a freaking photon torpedo? I told her, honey, I think you're confusing that with the Millennium Falcon, just to see if I could break her further. And she then proceeded to ask me whether the pilots wore helmets so they could still see, but didn't hear anything. So, Amazon Prime, right? 2-day shipping my ass. Well, tell me why I gotta drive 30 goddamn minutes to some back alley adult store, dodging eye contact with every freak show in a 10-mile radius, just to buy something that should be delivered in a plain brown box. What is this, night? I'm supposed to sneak around pretending I'm buying adult diapers for my ailing grandmother? And the selection, Jesus Christ. It's like a horror movie directed by a lonely taxidermist. Silicone nightmares staring back at you, whispering promises of synthetic pleasure, and the cashier, oh, he's seen it all, hasn't he? Judging you with his dead eyes, knowing you're about to go home and commit unspeakable acts with a plastic inflatable. Then you gotta smuggle it back, inflate that abomination in secret, praying your roommate doesn't walk in on you recreating a scene from Weird Science. The shame, the guilt, the existential dread. It's enough to make a man renounce all earthly desires and join a goddamn monastery. But no. Instead, you're exiled to Alaska, condemned to a life of fishing and solitude, forever haunted by the memory of that fateful day you gave into your base instincts and became a statistic in the great Alaskan sex ratio imbalance, a testament to the fact that some desires are best left unfulfilled. Because let's be honest, some things are just not worth the fucking consequences. So I'm standing there, right, just trying to process the horror, the absolute abyss of grief, and this woman, bawling her eyes out, looks up at me through her tears and asks, do they have Christmas trees in Africa? Christmas trees in Africa? Are you kidding me? What the actual fuck? I mean, what's worse, huh? The moronic shit people say when their brains are clearly short-circuiting, or the fact that I, me, had to take precious grieving time to answer that steaming pile of geographical ignorance. Yes, lady, yes, they have Christmas trees in Africa. They got internet there too, did you know that? Shocking, I know. And while we're at it, let's just throw in a quick geography lesson. Africa's a continent, you know, not some homogenous jungle village. Anyway, that shit reminds me of all this woke bullshit now. You know, Montreal, right? I've been here, lovely city. 3 weeks. 3 weeks of peace. No mass shootings. No cops popping black people like balloons. No Caitlyn Jenner drama. They're having an election here. An election. I don't even know the religion of the candidates. What the hell do you do for fun up here, huh? Civilized discussions? Affordable health care? It's gay marriage now, remember that? Yeah, our Supreme Court, bless their hearts, finally declared that gay people are entitled to the same rights as other humans. Oh, aren't they generous? Making them human now? Because, you know, before that they were, what? Fucking garden gnomes? And you know what's even better? All those backward states that came up with religious freedom laws. A twist on religion. Meaning they can use their faith to discriminate against gays. In the name of Jesus. Yeah, because Jesus, he was all about judging and excluding people, right? Wasn't it Jesus who said, love one another? Unless you're different, then unleash the hounds of hell. I mean, a pizza place in Indianapolis, right? Indianapolis? I didn't know people lived in Indiana. They refused to cater a gay wedding. A gay wedding that never ordered pizza in the first place. And to make sure they didn't lose any money. Not serving pizza to people who didn't want it. They started a GoFundMe and raised $800,000 to not serve pizza. What the fuck is wrong with people? So you know what? I, Bill Burr, am officially refusing to do stand-up at any gay weddings that have never asked me. To ensure I don't lose any money not performing for gay people who don't want my ass there, I'm starting a GoFundMe too. Donate in the name of Jesus, bitches. And all these beautiful women, right? Montreal's got them. But I'm out of the game, see, because the game's changed. It used to be you could pick a woman up, now it's all hook up. If you want to get laid, there's an app for that. Tinder, Instagram, this digital meat market run by lucky punks. My nephew was showing me, flip through the pictures, hit like, and bam, you're smashing it. Smashing what? You've built nothing, earned nothing, and the extent of your effort is a goddamn thumb swipe. I look on Instagram, but I can't be out there hustling these young ladies. I'd be the creepy guy. You don't want to be the creepy guy, you know? I used to think creepy was the worst thing a guy could be until I heard these women talking about a rapey guy. Rapey, what the fuck? Can you imagine being described as rapey? Man, if you looked rapey, you would kill to be creepy again. People always ask comics, what makes you laugh? Ordinary, everyday shit, that's what. I was at a crosswalk, and there's this seeing-eye dog with no blind person. Just a dog. I laughed my ass off because I imagine a blind guy screaming, where's my dog? The dog said, I'm done, you're on your own. See? That's funny. That's planting a seed. Now you're going to see a blind guy with a dog. Think about that joke. And you'll start laughing, and everyone will think you're the biggest asshole. Then you'll be like, no, the rapey guy said, oh, for Christ's sake. Livestock auctions, really? Are we still doing this Stone Age shit in 2024? $10, $11, $12. What am I, a goddamn auctioneer now? And Burt Chrysler, seriously? That's the name I'm stuck with today. So this heifer walks into an auction, right? And I'm supposed to just, what? Bid? Like I know the first goddamn thing about cows? Camouflage hip-hop. What in the hillbilly hell is that even supposed to be? Southernly, gentlemen, southernly, like we're goddamn Confederates at a Klan meeting. I swear to Christ, if I accidentally buy a cow, accidentally, like that's a goddamn possibility. Oh, but don't worry, I'm not gonna buy one. Yeah, right, famous last words, $1,000 for a cow? Are you shitting me? Nobody else. I thought there was gonna be more action, more goddamn competition, but no, I'm stuck here looking like a goddamn idiot. Poor Joe. What in the holy hell is poor Joe? It's a cow? And now I'm out $1,400 plus 31 goddamn cents? Seriously? Like I'm counting pennies after spending that kind of dough. Haggling? Should have haggled more. You think? With my vast knowledge of cattle economics, Valley Village, they're gonna let me bring a cow to Valley Village? My neighbors are gonna love that? Ranchers in California? Anyone at all? Or am I just shouting into the void like always? 1 minute I'm standing there, the next minute the cow is mine. Different hand motion. Is there a secret cow buying handshake I missed? Assertive. I was assertive. That's what you call being an idiot with money. Oh, they were being nice and just let us have it. You think people are just genuinely nice and not laughing their asses off at the city slicker who just blew a fortune on a farm animal? Name it, sold. Sold. That's the best I can come up with. I gotta call my wife, seriously. Good news, bad news, honey. All your cattle sold. Oh, Jesus Christ, Staten Island. Don't even get me started on that place. I swear to God, it's like a time warp. You go over there and boom, it's 1955. Everyone's wearing poodle skirts and smoking unfiltered cigarettes. News travels slower than a goddamn snail on Quaaludes. They're still waiting for dial-up internet. I'm surprised they even know about podcasts. I mean, seriously, what is it with that borough? The only good thing that's ever come out of it is Pete Davidson. Even he's a walking disaster. Like, hey guys, welcome to the island. I'm dating a Kardashian. Deal with it, you friggin' morons. But the real kicker, these two broads right here representing the island's finest. Now suddenly I'm not allowed to talk about teachers anymore. Are you kidding me? I didn't even say anything bad. I just said I jack off to teacher porn. What's the big deal? I'm boosting the economy. It's job creation, people. Think of all the cam girls making a killing. And besides, I like teachers. I love those teacher shows. So sue me. I swear to God, it's all their fault I have a problem with authority. I would go to the bathroom, go to the urinal, and then the teacher would go, urinal, you're in a lot of trouble. You know, and I'm all like, what the hell did I do now? And she would say, I am calling your mother. So teacher porn, you think it's weird? Nah. You know why you don't like teacher porn, huh? Because you can't picture banging those meatheads from Staten Island, right? Oh, and that's it. Now it's my turn to suffer because you didn't get the special education teacher pregnant. What a joke. So next time you're stuck on that hellish ferry, just remember, you're not just heading to Staten Island, you're heading back to the goddamn Stone Age. So thank you for being a wonderful audience in Staten Island. Go home and change your mom's diaper. All right. So nobody's laughing? Seriously? Am I speaking Martian up here? Is there some kind of goddamn universe translator malfunction? Because this feels like a goddamn board meeting at Enron. Not a comedy show, and I'm supposed to be killing it here. Holiday show my ass. I should be banking like a goddamn Wall Street crook right now. You know what else is killing me? That fucking General Tso's I inhaled earlier put me in a food coma of biblical proportions. I even hired a goddamn trainer, showed up 30 minutes late because I was evacuating my bowels like a goddamn fire hose. Had to pay for the whole damn session, but hey, at least I made it here on time to bomb in front of you miserable bastards. Should have stayed home shitting my brains out. So you came to see me? Well, tough shit. I'm having an off night. Come back another time. Maybe I'll be funnier after I've had a lobotomy. Virginia, you came all the way from Virginia? What the hell kind of name is that anyway? Sounds like a racist Yormo. I'll be down there in March. You'll be back then. Jesus Christ. You people are like rubberneckers at a car crash. Is the show good? No, we just like watching him lose his goddamn mind on stage. Well, I was going to do my abortion bit, but now I got to earn your attention like I'm working my way through goddamn Harvard. Abortion is weird, all right? It's like, what the fuck are we even doing with this conversation anymore? We are overthinking this, and frankly, it's why we can't have nice things. Nominate a comedian to run for office? Are you kidding me? Like, we haven't screwed things up enough already? Let's put Jon Stewart in charge. Yeah, the guy who cries about everything? Or better yet, how about Bill Cosby? Just yank him right out of jail, dust off that roofie kit, and let him heal the nation. Oh, that's right. He's probably too old to remember where he left it, huh? I saw that mutter at a Jon Stewart benefit once, a Wounded Warrior thing. Before we all knew he was, you know, Cosbying women left and right. And you want to know what he did? The darkest damn act I've ever seen. It wasn't funny, it was just icky. The kind of icky that makes you wonder if you accidentally wandered into a predator's convention. It was before the accusations, granted, but even then you just knew something was off with that turtleneck-wearing ghoul. What kind of jokes was he telling? Probably something about pudding pops and date rape, who the hell knows? But that's what I love about comedy, see? You can smell the desperation, the darkness, the soul-crushing void inside these people. And you think putting them in charge of the country is a good idea? You're dumber than you look, and you look like you regularly try to microwave spoons. So yeah, next time you think about nominating a comedian, just remember Bill Cosby and the pudding pops. That's exactly where this whole country's headed. Straight into the fucking punchline.
Oh, awards, right. Another shiny trinket for the entitlement.
So, this Kevin Hart guy, huh? 500 million tickets sold, they say? 500 million. What are we, a species of lobotomized simpletons lining up for the same goddamn jokes? I mean, seriously, 500 million? It's like saying Nickelback wrote a decent song, it defies logic. But all right, fine, he sells tickets, so what? Does that make him Jesus Christ with a microphone? No, it just means people have terrible taste. And Jerry Seinfeld, oh, the grace, the kindness, the saintly support of other comedians, give me a break. They're all just jockeying for position in this comedy gladiatorial arena, stabbing each other in the back with punchlines, and you're telling me he's a damn philanthropist? Sure, he probably helps out some people back in Philly, so what? It's called PR, people. You think he does it out of the goodness of his heart? Bullshit. They all feel awful inside. Guaranteed. Comedians are neurotic, insecure messes. That's why they crave your pathetic validation. And he never showed it. Of course not. He's a goddamn professional liar. So honored to know him? Maybe. But I'd be more honored if the guy actually showed up when I won this stupid thing. What's that about, Jerry, huh? You too busy polishing your Emmys or something? So now we're coddling comedians, huh? Bringing out the canceled ones like they're friggin' endangered species. Well, poor baby said something edgy. Edgy? What's edgy anymore? You snowflakes? Everyone's offended by everything. Anyway, this guy Shane Gillis, yeah, he did a Trump joke, Trump getting shot joke, and everyone lost their goddamn minds. Like, are you kidding me? Trump, the orange buffoon who basically ran the country like a reality show train wreck. He'd die funny. You know he would. He'd be mid-sentence. And believe me, folks, the fake news media, blam, is triplet. You wouldn't laugh? You're lying? But here's the kicker. The real reason people got their panties in a twist, he said Biden was the first president you could just walk up to and punch. Punch. Not assassinate. A punch. Are you telling me, staring at that vacant, drooling grandpa, that you haven't considered clocking him? He's just standing there mumbling about malarkey and sniffing little kids' hair. The guy's practically begging for a knuckle sandwich. You could walk right up, bam. Mr. President, what the hell are you even talking about? And he just stared blankly like a goldfish. So the joke wasn't about violence, it was about the sheer patheticness of the situation. We're run by a guy who can barely string together a coherent sentence. And I'm the crazy one for laughing at the possibility of someone finally snapping and giving him a well-deserved wedgie of consciousness. Get out of here. The only reason people were mad is they knew he was right. They were thinking it too. Don't lie. You were thinking it. We're all thinking it. So next time, instead of clutching your pearls, maybe just admit you're tired of this geriatric puppet show and buy a goddamn ticket to Mars. All right, so I'm looking at my goddamn phone, right? Full of these half-baked ideas, fragments of thoughts, just trying to cobble together something resembling a set. And you know what the worst part is? The people. The goddamn people. You try to avoid them. You try to be quick, efficient, in and out like a goddamn surgical strike. But no, there's always some goddamn chatterbox just waiting to suck the life out of you. Oh, let me just talk to you real quick, they say. Like anyone's ever said, let me just talk to you real slow. W says that. These long-winded bastards, they always gotta lean on something too, don't they? Hands on their knees, looking like they're about to give birth to a goddamn walrus. And the minute you hear long story short, forget about it. You're trapped. You're dead. Just accept your fate. It's like I was talking to Eddie Murphy. The Eddie Murphy, right? Guy's a legend. A goddamn reason I even tried this whole stand-up thing. And he's black, because it's never a white guy, is it? Like, what if I said Dice Clay was my inspiration? What? Dice Clay? The world would implode, I tell you. Anyway, I'm asking Eddie, why aren't you doing it, man? You're still funny. We want to see you. We're starved. And you know what he says? It's like cold water. Cold water. What the hell does that even mean? He says it's because the bar is set so high. The expectations are huge. Like when you see a comic killing, you're not thinking about the years of goddamn struggle, the bombs, the humiliation. You're just like, wow, must be nice riding on your daddy's coattails. You don't see the lumps, the years of lumps. I was Jerry, age 22, 24, fresh out of the gate, thinking I'm hot shit. 22, geez. I'm rich, telling my brother, all right, houses for you and mom. Dad gets squared away, cars for everybody. We're set for life. Gone, all gone. IRS coming down like a goddamn ton of bricks. Gotta sell Dad's house. Can't afford it. 9 people living in that thing. But still, it's like we don't get a lot of shots, do we? 13 years grinding, like a goddamn moron. 18 to 35, only now things are looking up. You ever see Little Shop of Horrors? That's show business. One of us is getting eaten, plain and simple. Either I eat you, or you eat me. And that show, that goddamn show, I beat it. But I knew if I stayed, it would turn sour. Rot from the inside, and then I'd be on the goddamn unemployment line again. And you know, it reminded me of the best conversation I ever had. My dad explaining why he had to do drugs, because everyone else was doing them. Your aunt, your uncle, everybody. So that's show business, folks. A bunch of addicts trying to justify their bad decisions with a chorus of everybody's doing it. All right. So this is what we're doing now. Chip and Dale? Seriously? I'm supposed to be excited about cartoon chipmunks getting cornered in a bathroom? That's entertainment, people? What's wrong with us? We're all lined up drooling for some CGI rodent extravaganza next door. Next door while the world's burning down and Disney's pushing it on Disney Plus. Not in theaters. Because of course not. Why bother with actual movie theaters when you can just shove this crap down everyone's throats at home? And we're all supposed to be clapping like trained seals. Oh, Royal Flush is the punchline? Groundbreaking. And Live a Little? What kind of garbage sanitized corporate-approved Live a Little is this anyway? It's Chippendale escaping through a toilet, for Christ's sake. Do you have any idea how many billions this goddamn sanitized, soulless company makes every goddamn year? No theaters. No theaters. They don't need it. Now go call your babysitter. Pay them more because Disney frickin' needs the subscriber numbers on Disney Plus starting Friday. We'll be right back with Cheryl Hines, because why not? Oh, Jesus Christ. Just turned 18 yesterday. Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? You walking around telling people your girlfriend's fresh off the press like she's some goddamn limited edition Pokemon card. Why, you think you're cute? Announcing to the world that you're teetering on the goddamn edge of statutory rape? You think that's some kind of flex, huh? Like you're pulling off some masterclass in fucking dating? Yeah, she just turned 18, still got that new car smell, you know? Shut the hell up. You sound like a goddamn predator, you idiot. And she's just sitting there smirking, probably thinks it's romantic. Oh, he's so edgy. No, honey, he's just fucking dumb. Dumb enough to broadcast his potential jail sentence to a goddamn room full of strangers. I swear to God, this generation is doomed. They can't even lie properly about their age. It's pathetic. Remember when people tried to, you know, not sound like they were about to be on the fucking evening news for all the wrong reasons? What happened to subtlety, to discretion? Now it's all 18 and legal, said with a wink and a nudge like we're all in on some goddamn inside joke. And the look on his face. He was so proud of himself, like he just solved the goddamn Rubik's Cube. I scored a legal one, folks. Look at me go. Jesus Christ, I need a drink. I mean, seriously, what is wrong with people? It's like they're actively trying to get themselves arrested, just for the attention. And you know what? They'll probably get away with it because the rest of the world is too busy taking selfies and complaining about pumpkin spice lattes to dose the goddamn apocalypse unfolding right in front of their faces. And you know what that makes me want to do? It makes me want to tell them to keep their hands to themselves. All right, settle down, you jabronis. So, I'm at the fucking gym, right? Jason Momoa, Aquaman himself, comes up to me and says, "Hey, Bill, saw you last night." And I'm thinking, oh shit, here it comes. Because I know damn well he saw me looking like a bloated walrus in that old footage. He's all, "You look way different, fat piece of..." Whatever, I get it, I ain't Jason Momoa, but the dude's cool, genuinely cool. More authentic than half the jagoffs I know, like Brett, the tool I do a podcast with. Unbelievable. So I go to South America, Buenos Aires. Never thought I'd do stand-up there, but bam, best show ever, and I ate like a king. Then Chile, another amazing show. Peru, saw the fam, and then Mexico City, flew back. Got a minute to breathe, then boom, 40-day European tour, all the way to the UK. Madrid, Barcelona, Copenhagen, Paris, London, Birmingham, Glasgow. I'm telling you, ended in Iceland. Epic, right? Now, working with Tom, that's the real deal, man. You can't ask for anything better. It's the goddamn greatest opportunity. The guy gets it. Treat your people right, and they'll bust their asses for you. He's got a good eye for talent, surrounds himself with good people, trusts us. Creates an environment where nobody wants to be the weak link, you know? Makes you want to work hard, or as hard as I can anyway. Meeting Tom 14 years ago changed everything. Unconditionally supportive. Best year of my life. Love you, Tom. Having someone take a chance on you. There's nothing better, I tell you. I don't think I could ever tour with anyone else. No way. Then you get Cronin, the other comic who opened for Tom. Hey, Tom, you probably don't remember me because you're always staring at your phone. But I'm proud of you. You're a good person. Give me more money. What a freaking leech. But hey, what do I know? All right, so how is driving for Tom? Well, I was thinking long and hard, and the driver guy says, "I can't say anything good about the man. He's just mean even when he's nice. What a jackass." I bet you didn't talk to him even once the whole tour. We work 7 days a week, no time off. Haven't seen my family in 4 years. He blows his nose like a goddamn pig. Oh, on a serious note, he's a really good guy. Pleasure to work for. Easygoing. But he isn't funny, says the driver guy. Can you freaking believe it? That, my friends, is the reason Tom can't be replaced. He surrounds himself with people who speak the truth, even when it's a freaking knife in the back. That's the kind of trust that keeps you going. Ain't that some shit? Oh, Jesus, remember those good old days? Good old drinking clique, they called it? Me, Mark, Sam, Soder, no list, just a bunch of broke, delusional comics at Nate's Barcelona bar. Remember that shithole? Times changed, right? Meet that hilarious bastard could only get spots at the World that died next to Broadway Comedy Club. An unpaid spot, 11 p.m. Unpaid. Like these clubs weren't raking it in, charging covers. And now the world is like a goddamn feeder for the Grammys. Wild, right? Nobody appreciated him back then. Typical. And Broadway Comedy Club. Still a scam. We got Dave Chappelle tonight. Bullshit. Tina Fey's here. Tina Fey doing stand-up? Are you kidding me? Richard Pryor. They had a mural on the wall. A horrible mural. But they'd bark you in and serve you fake alcohol. Like corn syrup or some shit. Some corn-based concoction. So they could skirt the liquor license near the school. What is this? Amateur hour? Eastville used to pull that crap too, right? Before they got legit. 12% vodka. The alcohol content of wine. I got spat on at that dump. That's how low rent it was. But those waitresses, God bless them, they were cool. This drunk idiot gets up, starts heckling, then boom, spits right on me. Right here. And those sassy Hispanic waitresses barricade the stage for me. Like I'm goddamn Kennedy. Chris Murphy walks me out. He's waiting for you, so I'm gonna walk you out. What a guy. You know, the first time I got spat on, it was Philly. But I gotta have a threesome after the show. Two girls were like, fuck that guy, let's go drink. So we went out, got hammered, and, well, you know, I spit on them too. Remember my cousin? Did you leave with those two chicks? Yeah. I gotta start getting spit on. Some days all you can do is laugh before you fucking cry, right? I tell you, that's comedy. You gotta be spitting mad before the real fun begins. Oh, so now everyone's a goddamn chemist, huh? Wasp spray. Bear spray. You gotta be kidding me. You think that's gonna stop a pervert? A guy who gets off on flashing people in broad daylight? Seriously? If wasp spray was so effective, wouldn't the cops be carrying it? They got tasers, they got guns, but no, let's go with the goddamn raid. And then there's the lawyers rubbing their hands together, licking their chops, charging you by the quarter hour just to explain that using insecticide as a weapon is probably illegal. But hey, who cares about the law, right? Especially when you got some sicko exposing himself to your kids. Turn off the Ring camera, put on your goddamn gloves and a mask. And I'm not kidding, be careful and handle the situation. Citizen's arrest, that's what it's called. Hold the guy down until the cops show up. And this is a joke, but think about it. You think these guys want to be seen, want that human contact? Maybe all you need is a shake weight. All right, good evening, you miserable sacks of meat. Farmer, huh? Yeah, fantastic. Another goddamn heat wave while these genius engineers can't even figure out how to make an iPhone battery last longer than my attention span. 29, they say, a landmark? Bullshit. I feel like a goddamn melted candle. Not older, just worse. People ain't looking at me thinking, hey, that's a vibrant young man. They're thinking, Jesus Christ, that lanky freak looks like he hasn't slept since Y2K. Get some rest, tall child. Like I ain't trying, pal. The world's loud enough as it is. Childhood, yeah, goddamn picnic. If your picnic was constantly threatened by quicksand, remember that shit? Cartoons made you think quicksand was right up there with falling anvils and sticks of dynamite. Where the hell's the quicksand, huh? Haven't seen a single goddamn quicksand pit in my entire life. Nobody's calling me up saying, hey, avoid I-95, quicksand's a bitch today. And bullying? Oh, don't even get me started. It's terrible, yeah, but you know what else is terrible? Getting bullied for being Asian when you're about as Asian as a goddamn plate of mashed potatoes. Yeah, you heard me. Kids calling me chink and gook. Two completely different nationalities, by the way, but these were kids. They didn't give a flying fuck. How messed up is that? Getting racially abused for a race I ain't even part of. My family's Irish. We're too pale to be anything but Irish. Sure, we take our shoes off inside, but that's because my wife bitches about the carpet, not because we're practicing some ancient ancestral custom. 7th grade, music appreciation. A class we appreciated about as much as a root canal. They take us to the symphony, right? Big fucking gong in the middle of the piece. Every time it banged, the little racist bastards in front of me would stand up, turn around, and bat like some goddamn Fu Manchu nightmare. Offensive? Yeah, you're damn right. But you know what's even more offensive? That's more coordination than most adults have. I'm sorry for the language, all right? But you know what? TV's gone to hell anyway. You can say anything you want now. Just watch Law & Order SVU. They can't say fuck, but they'll happily describe anal contusions and fecal matter in ear canals at 3 in the afternoon. Ice-T, Mr. Cop Killer himself, is a detective on SVU. 11 years on the force, and he's still acting like every case is brand new to him. You mean this guy likes little girls with pigtails? Yeah, Ice, he's a pedophile. You work in the sex crimes unit, get a grip. They even try to be topical. Remember when all those celebrities were sex addicts? SVU did an episode. Detectives explaining sex addiction to iced tea. Finally, he gets it. Close up on iced tea. Oh, I get it. You mean like when someone drinks too much or snorts cocaine or bets the house on the ponies? Yeah, Ice, you finally figured it out. I could have watched 4 more hours of him just listing addictions. Or like when someone smokes too many goddamn cigarettes, or plays too many scratch-off tickets, or eats too much chocolate cake. Fade to Black, created by Dick Wolf. Thanks a lot. I'm divorced, by the way, so don't feel bad, because the definition of divorce is no one has farted in my bed in 2 years. You want me to feel sympathy for a facelift? You looked at other facelifts and thought, yeah, that is something I want, and that's why I'm not going to get a facelift. That's the track. All right, so I get this email, right? Someone sent me a wonderful special. Oh, thank you, like I'm some kind of goddamn saint handing out blankets to the homeless. It's me and 15 freaking kids, 8 to 13 years old. What the hell kind of idea is that? It'll be funny, they said, and you needed something to do. Like I'm just sitting around knitting goddamn doilies waiting for inspiration. And Sawyer, that maniac, always wanted to put kids on SNL. Can you imagine? 2 little brats doing Weekend Update. Jesus Christ. And so now I'm writing kids talking like me. Great, just what the world needs. More angry little midgets. Musical numbers, they said, keep people entertained. What am I, a goddamn dancing monkey? But then get this, they interviewed the kids, asked them what they're afraid of. What the hell are 8-year-olds afraid of in 2019? When I was a kid, it was tarantulas. Remember those hairy bastards? Now it's still tarantulas. What the hell is wrong with these kids? Tarantulas are not a problem. Not in New York City anyway. So we have this premiere. Black tie, can you believe that? These little dictators demanded a red carpet. Who the hell are these kids? Mini CEOs. And auditioning them. Nightmare fuel. 50 or 60 kids singing, dancing. One kid, Lexi, we told her to sing You Ought to Know by Alanis Morissette, and she's all, just the appropriate parts. The appropriate parts. What the hell does an 8-year-old know about the appropriate parts of a song about revenge? And I'm interviewing these kids, filling in the blank. America has a lot of hamburgers, people. This one kid, Alex, he says America has a lot of work to do. What a goddamn Debbie Downer. And then the icing on the cake, they asked me about kids, because apparently I'm the go-to guy for parental advice. So I told them I like my free time. My wife and I enjoy our time together. I don't want anything to come between that. They're all nodding like they're goddamn philosophy professors. Then my wife shows up, and this little girl, Camille, looks me dead in the eye and says, does your wife know you don't want kids? What the hell? These kids are running the show, and I am so going to therapy after this goddamn mess. Because apparently working with kids makes you realize you're better off just adopting a goddamn robot. Oh, the irony? Fucking Nazis are back, huh? Like we didn't have enough problems with Karens and avocado toast. Now we got to deal with these mouth-breathing morons who think Jews are the root of all evil. Seriously, my wife's Jewish, you know, and let me tell you, she's way more concerned with finding parking than global domination. And these idiots, they're out there spewing this garbage like they invented the internet. It's like, hey, genius, who do you think built your damn iPhone? But I can make fun of my wife, right? I asked her permission. 3.5 years married, you got to set the ground rules. I said, honey, can I still bust your balls on stage? And she's like, yeah, just don't say I'm a bitch and you hate me. The bar is so low I could limbo under it in a fat suit. I mean, what kind of show would that be? Hello, my wife's a bitch and I hate her. That's like a self-help group hosted by John Voight and Alec Baldwin. No way, man, my wife is a bitch, but I love her. She's a 5'0" Jewish dynamo. We're opposites. She doesn't give a rat's ass what anyone thinks. She's a goddamn warrior. Me? I need everyone to like me all the time. It's exhausting. She says walking with me is like being with someone running for mayor of nothing. We went to Best Buy, right? Trying to buy a TV. Couldn't commit, but I bought an HDMI cable because I didn't want the guy to be mad. Pathetic, I know. Then the clerk asks about a rewards card, and I say, I wish. And my wife, she just bolts. Walks all the way to the goddamn laser printers. Like she's starring in the Blair Witch Project. So I'm standing there looking like an idiot. While this guy's trying to upsell me a card, like I haven't already revealed my deepest desire. I wanted to say, look, pal, I'm trapped in a loveless marriage with this Jesus freak over here. I can't ask for the things I want in public. We fight about the Best Buy card every night. She's Jewish, I'm Catholic. Big difference. Doesn't give a flying fuck about guilt. I'm practically drowning in it. People always ask about kids. We say no, and they're like, never? I don't know. Never. 14 years ago, I was snorting blow the night before graduation. Now I'm afraid to get a damn flu shot, so maybe shut your face and let people live. Oh, Jesus Christ. Award shows. Really? You drag yourself out of bed, put on a goddamn tuxedo, choke down some rubber chicken just so you can sit there and pretend you give a damn about who gets a little statue. Like anyone actually deserves one of those things anyway. It's all politics, back scratching, and who blew the right producer last week. Am I right? So, Mulaney, you're up there basking in the glory, finally thinking those dumbass Emmys are worth something because you won. And bam, some schmuck decides to propose to his wife. At your moment, what is this, amateur hour? You finally get your time in the spotlight. The sweet taste of validation after years of slaving away. And some sap decides to make it all about him and his eternal love. Yeah, congratulations, buddy. You found someone who tolerates you. Big deal. Go get a room and let the man enjoy his damn trophy, for Christ's sake. And don't even get me started on Deadline, that bastion of journalistic integrity, misspelling his name. They can't even get the damn name right. What, did they hire a chimpanzee to run their website? And who the hell is Jew Alpin anyway? Sounds like a prescription for something embarrassing, like male pattern baldness. Ask your doctor if Jew Alpin is right for you. Results may vary. Side effects include uncontrollable sobbing and an overwhelming sense of regret. Seriously, how hard is it to spell Mulaney? It's not like it's some exotic foreign name, is it? But no, they gotta screw it up, gotta disrespect the guy who just won an Emmy. Probably because they're a bunch of jealous, talentless hacks sitting in their parents' basement, furiously typing away, trying to tear down anyone who actually accomplished something with their lives. It just proves that the internet is a cesspool of morons, fueled by envy and incompetence. But hey, at least they didn't call him Mulvaney, right? Because Mulvaney sounds like a hemorrhoid. So yeah, congratulations, Mulaney. You won an Emmy, but you also got your name butchered by a website run by imbeciles, and your moment stolen by a love-struck idiot. Welcome to Hollywood. All right, so you know what pisses me off? These goddamn origin stories. Every comedian's got one, right? Oh, I saw this guy Dennis Wolfberg on cable, like anyone gives a shit who Dennis Wolfberg is. Cable? Jesus, that's like bragging about dial-up internet now. Who are you, my grandpa? Amazing. Jonathan? Bobcat Goldthwait? Seriously, we're supposed to be impressed by your nostalgia for 80s schlock? I mean, fine, David Byrne, okay. Stop Making Sense was funny to you. What? Because you looked like him? You thought you could just flail around on stage and call it comedy? And then you started talking like him? What the hell kind of comedian copies someone else's voice? It's like saying your comedic inspiration is Fran Drescher and just doing The Nanny for an hour. How is that funny? You were in a Christmas pageant at 4? Oh, big deal. You were an Israelite passerby. Not even a shepherd. Not even Joseph. I wanted to be the innkeeper. Oh yeah? So you could say, no room at the inn. Real original buddy. Real cutting edge. You were Gary Coleman? What you talking about, Willis? Groundbreaking material there, genius. And then you got all introverted at 10? Oh, Cry Me a River. Metal bracelets from Urban Outfitters. You were trying things. We all try things. Some of us just don't bore the audience with it. And then the teenage drinking, the coke, the Ritalin, all that cliche nonsense. You were funny when you were messed up. Yeah, so is everyone. That's why it's called a disaster, not a comedy show. You stopped all that fun stuff at 23? Surprise, surprise. Then you became like you were at 8. So you basically went full circle to being annoying? You were a temp at Comedy Central? Oh, the irony. You took the call when Chappelle went missing to South Africa. Health and safety issue. Yeah, right. They were going to send you to LA to protect the tapes? Oh, the drama. But it felt like a hindrance to being a comedian? What, filing paperwork gets in the way of your deep thoughts on airplane peanuts? So you quit and wrote ad copy for Tchotchkes? I'd rather watch paint dry. And then you emceed for Mike Birbiglia? And then you made 2600s. You thought you were rich and had enough money to be evicted in some months? This is comedy? This is your origin story? It's a goddamn sob story. So you quit temp jobs and just did stand-up. Well, good for you. You wanted to make a children's special because you wanted to see it. What about what anyone else wanted to watch? You compared it to Sesame Street. You think you're on the same level as Sesame Street. And you identified with the kids in your special. Oh, so profound. But the young John Mulaney wouldn't have wanted to be in it. You think too much. This is what passes for insight these days. Well, congratulations. You've just told us a long, rambling story about your life, and all I learned is that you were always a little weird, a little self-absorbed, and a lot less funny than you think you are. So go promote the damn sack lunch bunch and get off my stage. I'm outie. All right. So I'm flipping through Netflix, right? And I see this sack lunch bunch thing. Sack lunch bunch? What the hell is that? Some kind of elementary school detention squad. You couldn't come up with something cooler like the latchkey kids. You know, something with a little freaking grit. I was a latchkey kid coming home watching TV and suddenly the news is all latchkey kids are a problem. No, you idiots. It's called working parents. But no, gotta shame everybody. And this sack lunch rhyming thing, real creative genius right there. Anyway, they're bragging about this Eli Bowen Boland, whatever, the music guy from Documentary Now, like that's some kind of street cred. Oh, and they won an Emmy for a song with Timberlake? Song called the Justin Timberlake song. Like anyone gives a damn about some random monologue. Probably stole votes from Lonely Island's Mother Lover, and you know it. Some Palm Beach ballot confusion right there, I'm telling you. Then they're drooling over this Grandma's Boyfriend Paul song and noodles and a little bit of butter. What are we, 5 years old? And this do flowers exist at night thing? The guy wrote it on the subway. Sounds like a damn existential crisis, not a kid's show. You can't picture a flower at nights. Grow up already. You're going to start wondering if trees make a sound when they fall in the forest next. So they got 15 little rugrats on set, right? And of course they're rambunctious little hellions. Are you kidding me with these dating apps? They're supposed to simplify things, not turn you into a goddamn extra in a low-budget porno. What is this, 1997, and I'm on some weird AOL chat room. So I'm single, I'm vulnerable. Post-breakup, like a wounded gazelle in a goddamn Serengeti of desperation. And swipe right on this chick, right? Hot, like cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Hot, and she's even hotter in person. Brooklyn date goes well, which really means I get hammered because facing the abyss of my own loneliness sober is not exactly my idea of a good time, okay? So, romantic moment. Freezing New York winter, I grab her, plan a kiss, and she's all my, I didn't expect that, like she's friggin' Audrey Hepburn, and I, being the charming drunk I am, blurt out, you better fucking expect it. Classy, right? Ghosted, deservedly so, but then bam, weeks later, Friday afternoon, how are you? I want to see you when I want to get freaky with you. What the hell kind of text is that? I'm a comedian, not a goddamn therapist fielding booty calls, and my response, oh yeah? With a question mark, like I'm some goddamn academic debating the merits of casual sex. And she fires back, do you want to get your dick sucked or not? Are you kidding me? My brain short circuits, immediate red flags, possible robbery scenario unfolds. Some dude stole her phone. But no, it's her. She's had a bad week. Join the club, sweetheart. Tried being a comedian in 2024. And this is her solution. Some random warehouse in Queens. Sounds like a goddamn horror movie, okay? So I ditch lunch with my parents, lying to my mom in pursuit of oral sex. How low can I get? Mom even yells, go get him, Sammy. God, I hate myself in these moments. So I'm off to the shady apartment. No furniture, just a couch and a bottle of scotch. Feels like I walked onto a set for Brazzers, and then she drops the roommate bomb. I hope my roommate doesn't catch us. So I'm supposed to be turned on by the possibility of being caught in some illicit act. Is this some kind of performance art piece I didn't sign up for? But the dick's in charge at this point, right? So we move to the bedroom. The going down commences. And bam, a guy appears. Jacked, tatted, wearing a cast. Why a cast? Staring at me like I'm some lab rat. And in my panic, I ask, can I help you? Can I help you? What the hell am I? A concierge at the Orgiastic Hotel. He's all, are we gonna do this? Or what? Do what? Sacrifice a virgin to the gods of awkwardness? I try to back out, but he's all, you're either or you're out. Like I'm auditioning for goddamn Ocean's 11 of sexual deviancy, and I'm out. I practically waddle out the door with my pants half on, clutching my JanSport backpack like it's a goddamn life raft. And then just to add insult to injury, my mom calls to check on my audition, and I lie again, because apparently humiliation and self-loathing are the only things I'm truly good at. So yeah, that's my dating life, a goddamn circus of bad decisions and questionable roommates. Thanks, dating apps. You really know how to make a guy feel like a champion. All right, Jesus Christ, this Halloween parade, are you kidding me? With this garbage? I gotta film it. They said it'll be fun. They said, fun? What's fun about wading through a river of drunk idiots dressed as whatever the hell they pulled out of their grandma's attic? I mean, Pete Diddy, Jesus Christ, on a cracker, are we still doing that? And the sexy Jesus, oh, I'm sorry. Is that what we're calling it now? And don't even get me started on the guys who think the Joker costume is a panty dropper. You know why the Joker's the Joker, right? Because no woman would touch him with a 10-foot pole before he fell into a vat of chemicals. And then there's the violence. Someone beat up Nick Cannon, for God's sake. What is this, a parade or a goddamn riot? He's out there spreading his seed like it's the apocalypse and he's the new Noah, popping out kids left and right. Elon Musk, Nick Cannon. When are these morons going to learn to pull out or at least use some damn protection? Of course, nobody wants to talk about that. They're too busy taking selfies with a drunk guy dressed as a sexy dark angel while a couple of other jackasses argue about whether they're Team Willy Wonka or Team Johnny Depp, as if anyone gives a flying fuck anymore. No, this is New York. Apparently organized, enjoyable madness, they said. Enjoyable my ass. It's less movement than my bowels after a chicken parm. So yeah, you know what? I've seen enough clowns for one lifetime. And frankly, I'm starting to think most of them aren't even wearing costumes. Just let me get drunk already, and let's burn this goddamn city to the ground, because honestly, it's already halfway there. All right, so I'm on the subway the other day, right? The fucking subway. This metal tube hurtling through the bowels of the earth, packed with sweaty, miserable humanity. And you know what really pisses me off? Everyone's glued to their goddamn phones. Fucking zombies, I swear. Heads down, thumbs flying, completely oblivious to the world around them. Like, what the hell are you even looking at? More cat videos? Another influencer shilling some bullshit detox tea? Is your life that empty that you need to escape into the digital void every goddamn second? You can't even appreciate the sheer, unadulterated misery of riding the subway anymore. No, you gotta be plugged in, tuned out, a goddamn cog in the social media machine. And then this happens. There's this homeless dude, right? With a voice like goddamn Pavarotti. This guy is belting out arias and people are throwing money at him like he's the goddamn Pope. I mean, seriously, it was like a goddamn opera house down there. Then another homeless dude gets on. Same story, except crickets, silence, people actively avoiding eye contact. And you want to know why? Because Mr. Chicken String homeless guy didn't have a goddamn hook. No talent. No gimmick, just pure, unadulterated, soul-crushing poverty. Like in this city, even being down on your luck requires a goddamn marketing strategy. You gotta be an entrepreneur of despair. What is this, America's Got Talent for panhandlers? So you're telling me this guy Sam Morrill was on America's Got Talent. Lost to a mime? A goddamn mime? Oh, Jesus Christ, I've heard it all. What was the mime doing? A poignant interpretation of modern alienation? Miming the collapse of the goddamn American dream? Seriously? That's it? No words? You're judged by the lack of sound instead of what you do with silence? Fucking mimes. And the worst thing is he's admitting the mime deserved it. So what? This is what passes for bravery nowadays? Just admit defeat? You think anyone wants a comedian who can't even beat a fucking mime? So this young guy goes on TV, makes some money for someone else, probably gets treated like shit and thinks he is getting somewhere. So congrats, Morrill, you went on TV, didn't even win, and now you're peddling booze. Guess what? So are lots of other people, and they ain't got no TV to show for it, and some of them are mimes. All right, settle down. Yeah, a bunch of pasty-faced morons. Thanks for braving the apocalypse-level downpour to get here. Seriously, you could have just stayed home and watched some dumbass reality show. But no, you chose me. The guy who's actively questioning his life choices while simultaneously judging yours. Speaking of life choices, ever notice how now everything's a goddamn choice? Back in the day, you got a job, you worked, you died, simple. Now it's follow your passion, curate your brand, manifest your destiny. What a load of horse shit. You know what my passion is? Not working. But try telling that to the landlord when the rent's due. Anyway, this whole choice thing, it's seeped into relationships too, right? You used to meet someone, get married, have a bunch of screaming kids, then realize you hated each other. 3 hours, huh? 3 goddamn hours of this shit show? Jesus Christ, what am I doing with my life? Seriously, am I entertained or slowly dying inside? Others are dying. Up, down, left, right, gay, straight. Who gives a flying fuck? I'm just here for the goddamn chaos, I guess. And you know what's really messed up? Being high as a kite on shrooms, watching the biggest show in America, and all you get is some brain-dead conversation. What? Fighting through the crypto thing? The crypto thing? I almost nodded off, you hear me? Jamie, you go. What the hell? What the? Jamie just sits there quietly like some kind of freaking Zen master. Nobody ever asks Jamie what he wants to talk about. Probably because we all assume he's secretly building a doomsday bunker or something. Nah, that's bullshit. Jamie's a psycho. I take it all back. That little geek's a monster. Probably got more goddamn guns than Rogan, for Christ's sake. Jamie, what time's good if you got... Let's do this. You get to bring it up. What's Jamie bringing up? Have you ever seen him in the goddamn hot seat? Not over there. He's stuck on the ones and twos like some goddamn cog in the machine. He says, I've been on a show, though. Sure, you're on all of them, but you're like a goddamn ghost in a machine. He says, there's been a couple where I've been involved more. Oh, that's fun. He's so goddamn mysterious, the man behind the goddamn curtain. All right, Seattle, let's talk about this Space Needle bullshit, huh? You call that a fucking tourist attraction? I walked over there expecting some kind of futuristic goddamn skyscraper, and it's just a tiny little prick sticking out of the skyline. I mean, seriously, Space Needle? It's more like a space pin. What am I supposed to do? Take a picture and pretend I'm impressed. Oh, look, a slightly taller than average metal stick. Meanwhile, up in Toronto, they got the CN Tower, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is an actual goddamn tower. It's bigger, it's badder, and I bet you they don't have a bunch of bums shooting up heroin at the base of it. Observatory deck, you say? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. People probably go up there and actually enjoy the view instead of just passing out from a fentanyl overdose like they do in your needle town. So tell me again, Seattle, what exactly is the point of your sad little overhyped metal phallus? You know what? I'm done with this country. I'm moving to Canada and getting a good look at a real goddamn tower. All right, settle down, you bunch of chuckleheads. Rafting! That's what I was doing last week. Rafting! Like I haven't embarrassed myself enough on dry land, I gotta go embarrass myself in a goddamn river. Me and my buddy Naim, right? Now Naim's one of those guys, meticulously Muslim. I'm telling you, reads the fine print on everything. Worried about pork in his goddamn starburst? Pork in a starburst? As if he's gonna accidentally ingest a forbidden pig, end up with swine flu from a goddamn candy. So we're out there with Lance, doing this weak-ass one-armed doggy paddle, while Lance is perched on a rock like he's freaking Aquaman. And I'm like, where's Nine, man? My boy is gone. Did he fall in? Did a goddamn catfish swallow him whole? Lance just shrugs. Oh, he's underwater. He'll pop up. Pop up? Like a goddamn cork? Or pop up dead? What kind of confidence is that we can bring him back? Bring him back? What is this? Pet cemetery on the freaking Colorado River. Then wouldn't you know it, Naim surfaces scared shitless, eyes bugging out like he just saw Elvis riding a unicorn, gripping his life vest like it's the last goddamn life raft on the Titanic, blinking like he's sending Morse code to the goddamn Coast Guard. I'm yelling, get to the rock, you numbskull. But he's just floating past, waving his paddle like he expects some volunteer to pull him up. And I'm thinking, the hell I am. I'm not tall enough to reach and I ain't joining your slow motion water ballet of terror. Then night, the genius throws him a lifeline. I'm like, what if we need that later? Let him handle his business. This goes on forever, paddle waving, drifting, panicking, while all these lily-white families are out there paddling like Olympian pros, some using their kids as freaking oars. Pros? Clink! Anyone gives a damn about river rafting pros. But here's the kicker, the cherry on top of this whole goddamn Sunday of stupidity. Naim's drifting down the middle of the river, paddle waving, and this white dude comes barreling towards him, smacks his paddle out of the way and says, move, man! You're messing up the trail. Messing up the trail? Like there's freaking traffic rules on the river? You'd think Naim would start chanting to Allah, right? Nope. Without even a beat, he yells, Jesus, please help, Jesus. This guy won't touch a starburst without checking for pork gelatin, but he's happy to call on Jesus when he's about to drown. I almost told him to just eat a pork sandwich and get it over with. End of hypocrisy. But no, gotta wave the paddle and pray I'm out of here. Thank you, and don't forget to tip your waitresses. All right, so you're telling me about this goddamn relationship, this thing where you gotta babysit some broad or she's gonna be sucking somebody else's DK behind your back. Like, is that what passes for romance these days? What kind of fucking fairy tale is that? I'm sorry, but nobody dreams of that sort. So listen up, tough guy. You had a few laughs with her. Maybe she makes a decent sandwich. I don't know, but she's out there in La La Land, chasing sunshine and dick, so let her go. Seriously, let her go. And find somebody whose brain is wired a little closer to your own. You know, someone who isn't treating your relationship like a goddamn revolving door. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's it. Italy was great. Thanks for the pasta and the fake smiles. Ireland, England, Scotland, Amsterdam, Belgium, Germany. Good riddance. Those accents are killing me. I'm ready to get back to my dog Coyote O, who I haven't seen since goddamn July because I've been dodging European customs officials like the fucking plague. But I'm coming home before they cancel my goddamn visa or some other bureaucratic bullshit. All right? So if you like this little slice of angry truth and you want to toss a nickel in the hat, just go to billburr.com, click the podcast page, and hit the Amazon link before you buy your next overpriced spatula. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I get credit for driving traffic, so either do it or don't. I don't give a fuck. And if you want to see me do my first show, since this European cluster I'm in Reno on August 27th with the absolutely fucking hilarious Todd Rex, one of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever met. The guy called a cop handsome after we got pulled over under a goddamn bridge. I almost died laughing. The guy's a genius. It's going to be tough to follow him, so get there early and give him the respect he deserves, because he's every bit as funny as I'll ever fucking be, all right? That's the podcast. Go fuck yourselves. I'll talk to you on Thursday, or maybe not, because who knows what kind of such show this week will bring. This is 2023, folks. Chaos is the new normal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Netflix wants me to market my special ball hog like I'm some goddamn dancing monkey. Come on over, Tom. Show your stuff. No, you can't. Huh? And while you're here, take a whiff of this inclusivity where anyone can piss, shit, or whatever the hell they want in the bathroom, man, woman, undecided. Who gives a flying fuck? That's Chris, glued to the screen, because apparently breaks it for pussies. Check out our B set where I record podcasts in Spanish. Something I don't see that delicate flower Dave Chappelle doing, huh? And that fat fuck Burr, yeah, the big boy himself, also on Netflix. We got to reinforce the floor on his side. The guy's a walking avalanche. Everybody else is doing podcasts in their mom's basement, but we got studios, multiple sets, 10 years of your mom's house. What the hell have you done with your life? We get guests, comedians, musicians, actors. You know who's funny? Musicians. Some comedians are like gargoyles with microphones. Christina P. sits over there with her hemorrhoid pillow after squeezing out my kids, by the way, yeah. I was there, unlike some dads I know. And what's this? Someone drew 6 tits on our dead dog, FIFO. What is wrong with people? I got invited to do stand-up at a minor league baseball game. Ricky Henderson was playing. They gave away bobbleheads, and they wanted me to do more stand-up in the 7th inning. Did you not see the bombs I just laid? I mean, come on, pup play. Don't even get me started on people pretending to be dogs, sticking tails up their asses. Rectally, Jesus Christ, this world is going to hell. This soft wall, though, I love this goddamn wall. I could rub my face on it all day. It's softer than my agent's promises and jackets. I'm a sucker for jackets every damn time. Dallas, Long Beach, I buy a jacket, I wear it once. This Gucci thing, Netflix bought it for me 2 days before shooting Ball Hog, and I didn't even wear it. Now they know the irony. This coffee, watered down piss. Too much goddamn milk, I would commit felonies for a decent cup of coffee around here. You see this jacket, Netflix bought it, and then there's Ball Hogs. That's right, Ball Hogs. I was doing some research in a hotel room. You know, research, and I stumbled upon a whole genre of women torturing men's testicles, and I thought, that's it, that's the special. So thank you for visiting, thank you for watching or not watching, whatever. Go watch Ball Hog or don't. I got bills to pay. But seriously, get the fuck out of my studio. I got work to do. You have to go. Now get. The human race is doomed, isn't it? Oh, Jesus Christ, another freaking hotel. You know how many Holiday Inns I've had to grace with my presence this year? And you know what always happens? It's like these mouth readers are reading from the same goddamn script. Last name, they grunt like I owe them something. Sagura, I say, and bam, here it comes. The inevitable, whoa, are you Japanese? Like totally 100%, right? Are you kidding me? Oh, we don't get a lot of Japanese folk around these parts. They drool. So I got to slam on the brakes. Hey, genius, newsflash, I'm not Japanese. And they squint at me, the wheels turning like rusty gears, but Sagura, it sounds Japanese. No shit, Sherlock. Maybe because you're pronouncing it like some anime character. I could say Smith in a fake Japanese accent, and suddenly I'm Mr. Miyagi. Then comes the golden question, the one that makes my blood boil. But what are you? What am I? I'm a human being, you imbecile. When's that ever a necessary question? The sushi chef. Maybe. Fucking accountant. Okay, maybe. Oh, I met Kevin, yeah. Real original title. I met Kevin on the set of Death at a Funeral. Of course it was death. That's what happens to your career after you give advice. Death at a Funeral. Perfect. And he's got that special on Showtime. A bunch of young comedian guinea pigs, and little Kevin, Mr. Genuine, comes up to me asking for friggin' advice. Advice from me like I'm some goddamn guru. And I actually gave it to him. You know why? Because I'm a moron. I'm a goddamn moron. He's one of the only 2 guys ever to listen. The other one's a sorry dude. What are the odds? So I look at him, I'm all sage like, yo, Kevin, you're funny, genius level funny, but you're competing with those guys, those comedic turds. They aren't your peers. They're freaking doorstops. You're better than all of them, but you gotta escape their orbit. Find your voice, your freaking voice. That's what I told him. A true story. God is my witness. What the fuck was I thinking? And within like 800 days, boom, Kevin Hart is a supernova bigger than me, taking parts from me, parts that I rightfully deserved. He's in a movie with The Rock. My last name is Rock. How the hell did that happen? How did he steal my rock? So yeah, now when young comedians ask for advice, which they do, like I'm some kind of goddamn career genie, you know what I tell them? Shut the fuck up, that's right, straight to the point. Because the only thing advice gets you is screw. Oh, so you want me to tell you why I'm never moving to LA, huh? I just bump and leave this dump. Listen to this. I had to get 3 freaking rabies shots. 3! Why? Because I'm an idiot who let the goddamn dogs out at 3 a.m. and a goddamn raccoon decides my leg is a goddamn tree. And what do? Mr. Content Creator over here starts poking it. Yeah, poking a wild animal that's probably got more diseases than your average Tinder date. And you know what the real problem is? These freaking Instagram feeds. Ah, look at the cute raccoon. Let's snuggle with it. Yeah, snuggle with rabies, you morons. Some Japanese feed with 12 raccoons in bed. Now suddenly wild animals are freaking teddy bears? Are you kidding me? And I call animal control, right? Hey, I got a raccoon acting weird. Might be rabid. And you know what the lady says? Oh, a lot of people in LA are testing their cocaine for fentanyl. If it's positive, they just flush it. So the raccoon probably just got into somebody's stash. Fentanyl addicted raccoons. Are you freaking kidding me? That's LA, folks. That's the freaking place you want me to move to. Snakes on a plane? Forget it. Raccoons on fentanyl. That's the freaking sequel Hollywood's too scared to make. Oh, I can't be a goddamn rapper? What the hell is this? The societal expectation that you gotta sound like you gargled gravel to spit some rhymes, like my voice ain't gonna cut it, because it doesn't resonate at a frequency only dogs can hear. Is that what you're telling me? So I can't drop bars about my crippling existential dread because I don't sound like I'm narrating a goddamn monster truck rally. What kind of bullshit is that? He said Pacaron. Who the hell is buying that garbage? Certain things hold you back. Oh, I get it. I'm supposed to compensate for a lack of artistic depth by waving my goddamn hands around like I'm conducting an orchestra of rage, right? The higher the fury, the higher the hands go. That's the formula. You think I haven't seen this? These mumble rap gladiators, all tough until their opponent starts channeling interpretive dance. Suddenly they're confused. Is he gonna stab me? Is this performance art? Oh, I can't be a damn singer either. Oh, the universe has decided I'm deficient in both vocal cords and menacing gestures. Is that it? You think all R&B singers do is open their hands, close them, and point, and somehow that's supposed to convey deep emotion? You call that artistry. But you know what's even worse? Those goddamn Temptations impersonators. That slow motion, synchronized slide out into a verse like they're unveiling the cure for cancer, but it turns out to be just another goddamn auto-tuned love song. These bitches don't even know what's about to hit. Yeah, mediocrity is about to hit. That's what's about to hit. Is this all there is? Swinging feet, waving hands, and sliding into the same tired tropes. Nah, I'm done. If that's the bar, I'd rather just stay home and yell at my goddamn thermostat.